Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Nioh 2. I don't know how to say 2 in Gaelic. I'm the Mysterious JG. So I've done quite a bit of off-screening. And I'm just trying now to get to a point where I can actually, on-screen, get to a point where I can do a little more than explore the same couple of enemies. But off-screen, found out a couple of interesting things. Well, for one thing, acquiring skills doesn't work the same way as it did in last games. Like, I put all these points leveling up dexterity for better ninja power, but it hasn't given me ninja skill points, so I still don't know any ninja skills. Because you gain skill points by using things in this game. Other than samurai skill points, which still seem to work the way they did before, like, there's certain key, like, levels that you hit where, you know, I'm at level 6 for Constitution. Maybe when I hit level 7 or 8, I'll get a skill point, samurai skill point. I'm at level 10 for Stamina. That may have unlocked a skill point, whatever. But you can see I did a lot of off-screening. I'm at level 25. I don't feel like I spent 20 hours getting here. I felt more like maybe 3 or 4 hours watching riff tracks and stuff. So there may come a point where, like, it's every level that I gained took longer than the last one. But at one point, I gained like 10 levels at once, and I'm not sure exactly what happened. I got some kind of big boost from defeating a Revenant, so maybe I defeated a really high-level Revenant and didn't realize it was high level. I just fought it and whatever, but like I do remember at one point definitely getting this big boost where I got a bunch of Amrita and leveled up, maybe not 10 times, but like 6 or 7 times all at one shot, which is why it's possible for me to be at level 25 after having leveled up for a couple hours of grinding, you know, listening to riff tracks and stuff like that online, having fun, just chilling out and enjoying. Grinding is not so frustrating when you're sheltering in place for coronavirus. Not with coronavirus, but because of coronavirus. So yeah, I mean, some grinding is exactly what I needed. And again, I don't know when these videos are public, so maybe coronavirus is long gone by the time I'm posting this. But anyway, but no ninja skills, even though I'm at like level 10 dexterity. I got a ninja capacity of 10. I stopped putting any points into it when I realized that, and now I've got Onmyo magic at 10, and I'll probably stay there for a while. Because what I found out is that you actually need to use ninja skills and Onmyo magic skills to get more. So how do you get your first one? Well, I'm going to actually have to find ninja locks somewhere. Now, when you go to the offering screen, you can make offerings, and you give away items, and you get Amrita from the Kodama. But there's also something called the Kodama Bazaar, where you gradually build up points that you can use to buy items from the Kodama. And one of them are non-reusable sloth talismans, at least in this level. Apparently every level, every shrine has different things you're allowed to buy. So I spent a bunch of cash on sloth talismans and used them, and they gave me Onmyo magic affinity. So basically, by using by using those talismans and trading in items to get some points with them, I managed, just while on this first couple of screens, to get enough Onmyo magic points to get a single skill point, which I used to buy a fire talisman, which makes your weapon have fire. And then I used the fire talisman to kill enemies, which gave me more Onmyo magic points. And now I've got Onmyo magic up to level 7. I've hit the point now where I'm going to actually start holding on to my Onmyo magic points, because when I go try to spend them, some of the things I would want, you have to clear another mission before you can get them. And like the main one I want now is Sloth Talisman, and in order to get it, I already have cannot speak. To get Sloth Talisman, I need to clear a certain story mission before it will be available. I already have Pure Heaven Cursed Earth, which is a passive skill. And then I need to get something called Pure Mind 1, Yokai Realm and Dark Realm Resistance plus 10, which I would want to get anyway, because I always want to get the passives. But it also has a mission that's a prerequisite. So I've unlocked, like, the thing that lets you use fire talisman. Like, fire is on your weapon temporarily, water on your weapon temporarily, literally. Purification talisman, which it's a prerequisite for other things I wanted, but it causes you to do key damage on yokai. And then lightning talisman. And As you would expect, the fire talisman is a prerequisite that will eventually help you get to the thing that gives you a passive fire resistance skill. But otherwise, I wasn't using a lot of elemental attack magic in the last game. I just unlocked what I needed to get the passive resistances, and different trees of elemental magic lead you to different, like at the far end of those trees, you have different stuff. Like if you follow the water tree all the way, you get to health gains from elixirs and the rejuvenation talismans and stuff, which were things I used in the last game a bit and might want to use. At the far end of the purification thing, not only is sloth something that you get along the way, but you get the protection ones, and you get the ones that give you a passive boost to Amrita gained and cash gained. Although actually I don't think there is one that gives you you get more cash. I think there's no Cashman talisman, but there are talisman or Wealthbringer talisman is just the thing where if you use it, you temporarily get more gold, but it's not like a passive you get more gold forever. But there is a passive thing where you get more Amrita forever, and there's a passive where you reduce damage from yokai. Those are going to be things that you'll want to get eventually. So you're going to want, like for me, I was like, okay, work my way through the purification tree because that's got Sloth Talisman and the passives that I'm going to want in the long term. Otherwise, try not to spend skill points on things you're never going to use. Although I've kind of been doing that. With the weapon skill points, I'm just kind of spending them whatever's available. I'm like, okay, I'll get that because I don't think there's a limit on how many points you can get just by using weapons over and over. But anyway. So like now I'm holding on to the points, but eventually, like if I want to get lightning resistance, I'll need to get the lightning stop talisman. But just in case I eventually get to this, but lightning stop talisman, anything good I want has a prerequisite mission that I need to complete. So you can't max out your skill tree in the first mission is what I'm saying. But the fact that I realized, and I didn't get this from any online guides, once I realized, oh, this is going on, cool, then I tried to read online guides about the Kodama bazaar and really didn't find anything very useful in there. Like I was hoping to figure out how I could use the Kodama bazaar to get access to a really early ninja skill so I could start earning ninja points too, but doesn't look like that's a thing. But yeah, so I've been grinding not just for Wappet power, but also for, like you can see, I've been using the axe and getting basic axe stuff because I ran out of stuff I could get for Kusarigama. And now I'm kind of in an axe mood. I'm the axe man. But yeah, there you go. So what I really need to do is try to beat this one enemy that killed me where the idea was it's the tutorial on burst counter. Consume one of Amrita to unleash a burst counter that varies in the Guardian Spirit currently used. The Phantom burst counter transforms into yoga temporarily and then readies a weapon to guard against the incoming attack. Guarding at just the right moment to block an enemy's burst attack will stagger the enemy and inflict a substantial amount of key damage. So I need to press R2 and circle at the right time against this one enemy, and if I do it right, it should unlock a bunch of new stuff. Also, you remember how there's that one really huge enemy crawling around over here that it seemed like you're probably supposed to avoid him? Yeah, you're supposed to avoid him. Oh, hold on. I didn't turn down the volume on my TV. No wonder if it sounds so weird. I'm getting stereo. You guys may have gotten a little bit of stereo there, but I'm getting a lot of stereo from the game sound and the headsets and from the TV. So if I were to go this way, and I did come through here quite a bit, fighting, like sneaking around, trying not to get noticed, and fighting revenants because they seem to drop equipment more often than just regular yokai do. But yeah, that guy, we're not meant to be able to defeat him right now. And I resisted getting these things just because I thought maybe cool dialogue would trigger that you would want to hear. That one did not. It just gave me a stone. That is not something I can interact with right now. Never mind. But yeah, I saw that one over there that you really had to like kind of maneuver around this dude to get. I thought, oh, that might actually drop something useful. Nah. So we'll go back to, and I've just gotten really familiar with the first part of this level here. because I've been running around in this very confined space so that I could fight enemies and get levels and not have you guys miss my first pass at any content. I remember that from Nioh. Spent a decent chunk of my initial Nioh playthrough before just deciding to go Kusarigama all the way. Just spin around like an idiot with the axe. It really hasn't been that useful at all against the Revenants because they block. But these guys, you just don't feel like figuring out the strategy of any kind. Just do that. Now. What was it again? Enemy yokai are capable of truly devastating attacks. Are fortunately well telegraphed. It takes an immense amount of ki for the enemy yokai to unleash these, which will attempt to swiftly recover from the miasma of the yokai realm. Oh, that's like an interrupt. So R2 plus circle. That's what that silly thing is about. Alright, so let's see what we can do here. What I'm going to do is back off a bit so that it follows me over here and I can retrieve my corpse if this doesn't go well. It hasn't even mattered so far. Well. Okay, so this is not gone right. I could still win this thing. Okay, so I didn't actually do the burst counter correctly, but I still won. And I got a soul core, which is a thing. And then something got added. Soul core. Soul cores are items that hold remnants of the yokai's power. They occasionally obtain when defeating yokai and can be used by tuning them with your guardian spirit. Soul core freshly procured from the yokai is tainted with the trace of the yokai realm and must be purified to remain in this world. Its powers are inscrutable as long as it remains in this impure state. Should you fall in battle, your guardian spirit will attempt to retain any impure soul cores in possession of your grave. Losing your life again without the protection of your guardian spirit will result in the soul cores being lost forever. Praying at the shrine will purify any soul cores in your possession. Well, how do I scroll down then, game? Because, like, you're giving me frickin'... Oh. Make haste to a shrine and cleanse what you reap. Gotcha. Well, that's what I was going to do anyway, because I didn't feel like refighting that guy if I screwed up. So I still didn't do this burst counter thing, but at least I got past that guy. So when I return to off-screening and listening to Mystery Science Theaters and on YouTube and whatever, that'll be a thing. So the soul cores are purified by praying at the shrine. It can now be attuned. Soul cores can be selected by the Change Guardian Spirit option. Enki Soul Core. Use yokai ability, R2 plus triangle. Doesn't look like I have... Anima bonus, damage taken, melee damage versus humans, attuned soul core. Yokai ability, monkey dance. I guess it's not a permanent attunement anyway. Okay, never mind. I don't really have to worry about making long-term decisions. It looks like I can remove that core and put it on another guardian spirit later if I feel like it. So that gave me some kind of passive bonus. Activate yokai ability. Attune soul core to guardian spirit and accumulate enough anima, then press R2 plus triangle or square. Each soul core possesses unique power, each requiring differing amounts of anima to activate. Inflicting damage using yokai abilities can reduce yokai foes to maximum amount of ki. Guardian spirit can be attuned to up to 2 soul cores, and each one corresponding to a different slot in activation. So you can hit enemies with giant yokai mallets. Okay. Well, there we go. That's good. I still don't think we're supposed to be able to defeat that one guy, so let's get hit by a rock. Let's so good lovey. See, I really want to fight this guy because he's at a high enough level that he might drop something good. But oh. Whoa. Come on, game. Don't make me look bad in front of the viewers. That's more like it. And he dropped Ronin's faceplate. So that probably was worth stopping for, because he dropped an uncommon item that we can sell for sacred Kodama points or whatever. Alright, whatever. That was a terrible start, though, as far as me going off to explore a new area. So, yeah. I still didn't actually do that counter that they wanted me to do, but we just won the fight without it. And they're going to show me that message until I do it, aren't they? R2 and triangle. I think it's R2 and triangle that I currently have set up. Used to increase your anima. The fruit of a plant. Whatever. I think is it R2 plus square or R2 plus triangle? Now I'm not sure. I thought it was R2 plus triangle. Alright, well anyway, this is not a recurring enemy. Now I almost wish he was, but because I probably got more points for defeating him than for defeating these other guys. But it does open up new zones to explore. I love this little demon laughs these guys make. And, like, ideally I'll find some freaking ninja locks around here. Palisade breaker. Down at the Palisade Park. Okay, find a nice little way to jump down to a path I was on before. There's a Kodama. Get over to the Kodama shrine, you little fecker. That's right, I'm William. I will switch over to having his face later. For now, I'm William in, like... I'm basically William as, like, that, What's the character from Breakfast at Tiffany's? I'm a Caucasian comedian who's put on yellow face. It's wonderful and delightful. Who could possibly be offended? Yeah. God, I'm blanking on the name of the, like, famous and comedian who Caucasian comedian who played a Japanese ethnic stereotype in Breakfast at Tiffany's. But one of those things that people just kind of like to ignore. Was that a dead guy telling me how to do key techniques? Okay, so I had a little... Oh. Had a little fight weak demons zone, and now I'm into a fight humans zone. To tell you the truth, I'm more comfortable with how humans fight in this game generally. Oh. Sounded like somebody was coming after me there. Like I had a chance to sneak up on this guy, but all the constant background noise had me thinking I'd been spotted. Oh, I was. There's an archer up there. Fuck. Screwed up the timing of that. See, this is like a special technique that I learned. That I'm trying to use, where you do a weak attack and then use a strong attack button to do this like spiraling up thing. But yeah, that archer, that's the guy who spotted me. So there's somebody up there shooting at me as I'm trying to kill his compatriots. What a jerk. Oh, it was a fresh Kodama shrine though. Now we're talking. As far as like me being able to off screen and not get bored out of my mind, yeah. Alright, well, let's hit this right away before I can screw this up. And I want to see if you have different stuff to sell. You are selling an Oasis Talisman, Sacred Water. Neither of these things is ninjutsu. Damn, I really want to get to a Kodama store that sells ninja stuff. I'm not using my talismans. Once I start off-screening this zone and kind of know what's going on here, I'll be using talismans all the time just so that I can get Onmyo magic experience. But for now, saving stuff for when I think I need it. Oh, crap. At this point, I'm over-leveled for this, because I was supposed to beat that one demon with this fancy pants new counter that I still didn't manage to use correctly. This would be a great place for a Kodama to be hiding. Maybe some... Oh, and you drown, by the way, instantly when you touch water. Be a great place for a Kodama to be hiding. Maybe a little Ninja Lux could be hanging out here. Mm-hmm. Arrows. I've had a bow for a while now. I got one from an enemy. An enemy dropped one off screen, but I haven't had any arrows. Ah, there he is. Well, I don't want to waste arrows because I don't know how to replenish them right now, other than just killing archers. And since I don't know how to get to that guy and recover his corpse, I'm not going to... I've got... Probably don't need to hang around and get shot in the back. Door seems to be locked, eh? So it's not just a open from the other side thing on this one. Okay, but we've got the kick down ladder. So it's almost as good. No, I really feel like I'm cooking with gas if I get to find a ninja lock, even if it's just the wimpiest one that gives me 1 skill point. That means I can unlock shuriken, start killing dudes with shurikens. Or just throwing shurikens until I run out and then running away. Because at the end of the day, I just need a way to have any ninja skill at all so I can start accumulating the points. You know I can block that, right? I mean, I can just block your arrow with my axe. Of course I can do that. Take him out before they knew what hit him. Never knew what hit him. Kick this down. Kick that thing down too. By mistake. None of you guys are producing the ninja stuff that I was hoping for. Okay, good. I got this guy to show up without getting the other guy. Oh, I've got more axe power, but it might not help me if... Oh, shit. Looks like I like no key left. Luckily neither does he, but... Ooh, that felt close. Because it was close. That's why it felt close. Do I want to explore a little further, or... Okay, there's some regular dude. Thought it might have been some ranged warrior. I live in fear of ranged warriors. Not just in Nioh, I mean in real life. Come on, ninja stuff. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Nope. Oh, and I have equipment right now. I'm not wearing my goofy DLC outfit. I've got equipment that's giving me special powers to not, or to get life back when I kill enemies. My phone's ringing. I'm actually going to go check that, so, because we're at the end of the video anyway. Catch you guys in a bit.